Madam President, today I rise to introduce the Retirement Security Act of 2014, legislation that I'm sponsoring with my good friend, the senior senator from Florida, and the chairman of the Senate Aging Committee. Our bill would encourage small employers to offer retirement plans, encourage employees to save more for their retirement, and ensure that low and middle-income taxpayers are able to claim tax benefits for retirement savings already authorized in law. Madam President, I thought it was interesting last night that the President in his speech highlighted what is a growing problem in this country, and that is that people are unable or have not saved sufficiently to have a comfortable retirement. The bill that we are introducing today is an outgrowth of our work together on the Special Committee on Aging. Last fall, the committee conducted a hearing on retirement security where we heard from witnesses that far too many American seniors have real reason to fear that they will outlive their savings. In light of the positive effects that this bill would have in strengthening retirement security for millions of Americans, I urge my colleagues to join Chairman Nelson and me in supporting our legislation. I'm very pleased that we have a number of groups that have endorsed our bill. I expect to have more to say about that next week. But at this point, I would encourage my colleagues to take a look at the hearing that Chairman Nelson and I held at the Aging Committee that focused a spotlight on this problem. We simply have too many of our seniors who are in their retirement years without sufficient funds for a comfortable retirement, and that can and should change. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President.
The senator from Florida.
First of all, I want to thank my co-leader of the committee, the great senator from the state of Maine, who has been not only a great leader, but also a terrific co-partner as we try to offer the leadership to the Aging Committee. We are literally trying to make bipartisanship work. And it's only because of folks like Senator Collins that this is working, and as a result, we've just got a terrific committee. The members participate, they come, they're engaged, they ask the questions of the witnesses. As Senator Collins has said, as a result of one of these hearings, with her leadership, she suggested putting together this important piece of legislation. Our committee held a hearing last fall called the State of the American Senior. And we wanted to look at the financial security of the average senior in retirement. We didn't like what we heard. Fewer than half of the workers even have access to a retirement plan. And those numbers shrink when you talk about employees who work for small businesses. 1/3 of the private sector employees work at small businesses, and nearly 72% of businesses with under 100 employees offer no savings plan. I want to repeat that. Of businesses under 100 employees, 72% do not offer a savings plan. So, what do seniors then end up with? Well, they rely on Social Security to get by in retirement. And that's just simply not enough money to pay for housing and medical care and other expenses. Take, for example, my state of Florida. More than 3 in 5 people get half of their retirement income from Social Security. And here's a shocker. 1/3 of Floridians only receive Social Security income. 1/3 of all of the 20 million people in Florida receive Social Security income. That's all they receive is their Social Security. So there's a problem that needs to be fixed. Too many people are getting by with too little. And so Senator Collins and I have come together on this legislation aimed at increasing access to saving plans and creating more opportunities for those in retirement to put more money aside ahead of their retirement. And so Senator Collins explained it. We're going to try to pool all the small businesses together with their resources to take advantages of the economies of scale to create one plan. And it increases the safe harbors for things like automatic enrollment and escalation contributions, which have been shown as ways to get people to save more. So it's common sense, it's bipartisan, it's a great privilege for me to work with Senator Collins on this legislation and on our committee work.